Welcome back to Sea Power. What started out as a friendly visit to the port of Vladivostok with the Reuben James and the cruiser Princeton has ended in disaster. Both the James and the Princeton were eliminated by Russian forces. These Russian forces will now be struck by aircraft carrier Nimitz and her air wing. A-6 intruders armed with harpoon missiles are ready to strike back at the Russians. 7042. Another helo. They're launching all sorts of helos now. Okay. How are the flight support the carrier doing? That's one of my strike flights. Good. Give me flight deck control. Okay, so we got Reagan 1, 2, and 3. Standing by. I'm gonna have another flight of anti-ship missiles. Just make another flight of 4. 4 aircraft waiting to launch. Good. It's gonna get real close. They're engaging air track 7001. Where the hell is 7001 even? Isn't that thing long dead? No, it's the... Oh. It's the patrol, it's the maritime patroller. They're AWACS. More missiles airborne. Yeah, my aircraft's not really able to engage that. Go to 3,000 feet. We're going to engage 7033. Okay. We're jamming 7046. So that is this one. I am very... Well, my information or my knowledge about jamming equipment is very poor, so I have no idea exactly how that works. I'm just pointing at this general target, and I do see that they have a little lit up signal. Maybe we're jamming them? Maybe we're not. Maybe it doesn't matter. Because it looks like the James is not really going anywhere. They have moderate hull damage and moderate flooding and heavy hull damage.
7044 is classified. Hostile helo.
Hostile helo, yeah, go figure.
Track 7050.
And there's another MiG or 2 inbound. Okay, Fast Eagle 6. Intercept that. Fast Eagle 5 is just doing all sorts of shit, but not doing what I wanted to do. Disband the formation. Reuben James is down. Abandon ship. Nimitz, help us! That's well done with that mission pop-up. This thing just flat out refuses to engage the helicopter. Okay, fine. In that case, go back. RTB. Aim 54 route from Fast Eagle 7 against the MiG-25. At this point, it's getting a little cluttered here. Because we have ray gun. This is a flight of 4 aircraft, I believe. We have 8 harpoons between the 4 of us. Let's get out there. I also launched another bear. There's bear 2. You're going to go to 37,000 feet. You're going to go here. Yeah, they're definitely going to finish off whatever's left of the James. Or try to. There's not a whole lot left to shoot at this point. They might be getting jammed? Yeah, I think they're getting jammed. Because they did have an opportunity to go on the Reuben James, but they didn't. Another missile out. Connection lost. Target, no info. Great. So this one's not going to hit, is it? No, it actually might. No, missed it. So I also need more aircraft out here on patrol. There is no such thing as too many aircraft.
Track
Give me another flight.
7057.
I'll take another... one? Okay, there, from the Jolly Rogers. A flight of 2. Make it a long-range patrol. Launch it.
New radar contact designate.
7060.
New radar contact designate. Track 7060.
Okay.
Contact faded. Track 70.
You're pursuing 7022,
Track 7.
which is over there. But you're lighting up
Track
7043.
057. Contact faded.
Alright.
70.
Ray gun 6 is on position. Good. Yeah, these missiles don't know exactly where to go. They're just kind of circling. So that jamming might be working. Fast Eagle, move 2. Actually, the aircraft are coming from here. This is just helicopter department. Another helo, apparently. Okay, I need you guys to engage this one. Weren't you returning to base? Fast Eagle 4. RTB. Missile out. And dead aircraft. Very good. That's an AIM 7M. Fast Eagle 7 already scored 1 kill. So we can get another one. Damn it, that's the Reuben James abandoning ship. Rampage. Come back.
Turn to course 169.
AIM 7 still on track to go for track 7022. Would give him 2 kills, very good. Ray gun.
Turn to course 301.
Go. Other ray gun flight.
On station. Turn to course
Same course.
02. Track 7.
This AIM 7M is flying parallel again.
Is classified. Hostile. Helo.
Initially I was thinking maybe I'm getting jammed, but this missile's just doing all sorts of weird stuff. As I am recording this and chatting with the developers on Discord at the same time, this is a new bug. Not sure how that happened, but in Stable 51 this is an issue. This missile is flying information or something to 722 or 7022. It's just not really doing much of anything. Fast Eagle 6 is engaging 7001. Oh, really? That again? You're still going for the patrol aircraft. Good luck on that. Shoot up to 37. Weapons tight. When they go weapons free, they just go bananas. They don't really listen to any kind of an order anymore. You've expended your AIM-54, which is what I do consider your primary weapon. Go for this guy. Oh, we're out of fuel. Probably can't make that. Okay, fine. RTB. Fast Eagle 7. Go. Do we have any further aircraft up? Yep. Getting new ESM contacts as well. Engage that. Get up to 20,000 feet. Lots of ESMs getting detected. Somebody's using radar. A lot of it. There's Bear 2. Good. Hostile warship. Yeah, go figure. But I really doubt the hostile warship's somewhere ashore. So we're not really getting the good information here. Air search. Hello, boys. Oh, it's a Sovremeni. It's a Sovremeni, 2 Urlois, and something else. Alright, let's let the bear do its work for a bit. Figuring out what is what. Missile out against that Twink 25. Fast Eagle 7, I need you to return to base. There's another SS-12 flying through the air. I don't think we have an exact location on that SS-12.
Fox 3.
Oh, right. This is that one ray gun that I had, which is armed with cluster bombs. Okay, you're gonna return to base.
Roger, RTB.
You guys are on a patrol mission. No, you're not.
7,
No, hold on.
6,
You're trying to land, aren't you?
Roger,
RTB. Yeah, so Nimitz is now in retrieval mode. And should be getting the aircraft back that are either out of weapons or out of fuel or both. Fast Eagle 8's returning to base. But why? Fast Eagle 8 can still fire.
7, 0, 2, 2.
Come on, fight, boys. Weapon away. Alright, our target profile. We are looking at Udaloy, a Slava class. Jesus. So you're the one that sent out those SSN-12 sandbox missiles. Okay, that's a P-500 Basalt. Turbojet-powered supersonic cruise missile. I already did see a couple of those. I'm not sure how many more they have. The Udaloy, I don't think has those. I believe they got the SSN-14s. Yeah, the anti-submarine / anti-surface ones with a range of 27 nautical miles. So these guys aren't that big of a threat. Sovremeni is a bit different. It has the SSN-22 with a range of 135 nautical miles. And the current range from them to my carrier is about 200, so we're safe there. I have a flight of these ray guns. Wait, what?
Contact faded. Track 7, 0, 7.
Yeah, that is the Harpoon. They're also carrying cluster bombs for some reason.
Roger, RTB.
I think that's a bit of a weird combo. The CBU 100. I don't exactly see you getting that off. Because it has almost no range. So you'd need to fly over the target. Are you fucking kidding?
Engage track 7, 0, 2, 2. Fox 3.
They're gonna try and shoot Bear down again.
1, 9, 5.
Go MCON, go down.
Roger, RTB.
Fast Eagle 5, there we go. There's the missile. Damn it the hell. I need to set my planes to weapons free more often, but if I do that...
Last track.
Yeah, now it's a little late, boys.
2, 2.
But if I do that, there is a very real chance that they just decide, well, that 7001's a nice target, we're gonna go after that. Which is what I don't want them to do. I don't want them to immediately do that. Reagan has a new visual contact. Oh, please tell me we're gonna survive, but I rather doubt it. More flares. Yeah, they're gonna get it. Oh, crap. My second radar aircraft down. Then again, Vulcan did say you're supposed to take losses. Check. I'm taking losses, alright. I thought you were going to return to base there, dude.
7, 0, 7, 3.
I know I'm launching additional aircraft, but come on.
Roger, RTB.
I want my helos to return to base for a minute, because I'm not actively using them, and it's getting a bit cluttered. Might not be the best call, but peace of mind is worth something as well. Okay. Ray gun. Your harpoons
Contact bearing designate. Track
have a range of what? What was it? 65?
7, 0, 7.
65 nautical miles.
Classified. Hostile. Air. Contact faded. Track
What?
7, 0.
More MiGs. Jesus. There has to be an airbase of some sort here. You guys don't have any missiles left either. You guys do. Alright. So we're gonna head this way at 37,000 feet.
3, 7, 0, 0, 0.
And 65 nautical miles. I just want to punch these guys as hard as I can. What is the capabilities of the Slava when it comes to shooting down missiles?
Designate. Track 7, 0.
50 nautical miles. 8 nautical miles, not a problem. Udaloy, same. Yeah, so the capabilities of dealing with missiles are there, but if I'm able to overwhelm them, maybe not as much. That means I want to have these guys go here. These guys go here. We're just going to line up. We're going to send 16 harpoons their way and wish them a good day. That's the plan. Something I was completely unaware of. The Arkansas has cruise missiles. I didn't know that. They have Tomahawks. So I set this guy to weapons free, hoping to intercept this MiG-25 before it did more damage. And it just started popping Tomahawks. Okay, cool. If I'm able to coordinate that attack with the attack from the aircraft, we can get the enemy airships, sorry, the enemy ships to have a much harder time intercepting all of these units. And of course, this thing doesn't wait for anything. So there's the full spread of 8 Tomahawk cruise missiles in the air. That should give them a fairly hard time. Starter missile 1 going up from the, I think the Thatch over here. Or however you're supposed to pronounce that. You hit the Foxbat. Well done. At least somebody's paying attention. You have no longer range M54s left. You can return to your formation. You're supposedly in formation. Okay. Any more Foxbats? No, not by the looks of it. Okay, good. We're gonna have to wait for those cruise missiles to show up. 7089er. Which is where? Oh, it's a helo. You can see a helo from 46 nautical miles out visually? Good lord, you got some very impressive eyesight. Take your whole flight, go over there. Lost a few aircraft, lost 2 ships. It's time to start hitting back. Wait for the cruise missiles and commence your attack. It's time to join in with the missiles mounted on my various aircraft. I did manage to get my aircraft carrier unstuck using a dev tool, and that just ended up deleting the aircraft that was off the ship. So that should unfreeze the flight deck, but unfortunately I also ended up deleting one of my aircraft here, so I have 7 in total. So, seeing as all my Tomahawks are forming up a Congo line, and yes, that's supposedly normal behavior, going for the Udaloy, I'm going to go for the Slava. That's going to be the target for these aircraft. So this flight is going to go for the Slava. And these guys here, the whole wing ideally, yep, you are going to go for the other Udaloy. So we're just saturating the whole place with missiles. I wouldn't be surprised if the Tomahawks are going to arrive slightly before. Because as well as I'm trying to time it, these aircraft are doing 300 knots. And their missiles are not as fast. Like these AGM-84s. They're doing 540. Okay, these are lining up nicely. These are lining up nicely. So they got 8 Tomahawks coming in. They have 6 What? You're sending 1 harpoon? No, 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 no. That's not what we're doing. We're sending the whole thing. Everything. All the harpoons, please. Because they definitely have a pretty good chance of shooting down 1. I don't want you to shoot down 1. I want you to not shoot down anything. And just saturate the place. Just queue up the order a few more times. They sent out 1 more missile. You got your missiles off. You haven't. This is a bit more tedious than I was hoping for. Come on, you got harpoons for a reason. Recommend you use them. How about this flight? They sent 1, 2. So that was from the leader. This guy has... Come on, game. You're being a little obnoxious right about now. This shouldn't be this hard. Engage that track. Engage that track. And then I had one left, I think. Yeah, let's just for good measure throw 2 more at the Slava. There we go. More harpoons, please. There's Raygun 4, preparing to engage. Raygun 3, preparing to engage. Raygun 5 is not launching. Engage. Now we're getting somewhere. Yep. Good lord. If I'm telling you to engage a track with the whole formation, I do expect you to launch with the whole formation. My dear game. Oh, we got an updated location on these units. The Slava's fairly far ahead of the rest of them. Interesting. There's also plenty of K-27s about, potentially looking for submarines. I have a submarine, it's just not that close. Now, these guys are on their own guidance, so I don't have to worry about that. This group can now return to base. You have dropped off your packages, you can go back to base. You're done. You still have a missile, and so do you? What is your problem? Should I tell them to just go weapons free? Because if I do that, they might just all launch at the same target, which would be a big waste of missiles. So that's why I'm not giving them the weapons free command. But this is more tedious than I was hoping for. Hopefully it's an early access thing. Come on. Thank you. Okay, so you still have a missile, you still have a missile. And now nobody has missiles. Okay, everybody. Formation. Go back to base.
Roger, RTB. Roger, RTB.
Okay. This should give the Russians something serious to worry about. We still have 1 harpoon left. Whatever. Formation. Orders. RTB.
Roger, RTB.
Okay then.
Contact faded. Track 7.
Let's check if the carrier's operational again.
Contact faded. Track 7101.
Nimitz. Status.
Track 71.
What's the flight deck doing? A couple of units RTB and 2 aircraft waiting to launch. But they're not actually doing that, are they? Give me more A6. With edge ship loadout, all 3 launch. Yeah, they're waiting to launch. Considering the lights on the flight deck, we're probably waiting for additional aircraft to come in. Yeah, Victory 2 is in landing pattern. Okay, there it comes. Alright, not that interesting at the moment. Although it is going to be an issue later. Let's have a look at those missiles instead. Because this is where the real explosions are going to happen. This is where we make the difference in the scenario. It's a bit unfortunate that my cruiser decided to launch all of its Tomahawks against one target, but at least it should guarantee that that Udaloy is dead. As for the other Udaloy, I'm not sure. As for the Slava, that's going to have a multitude of threats coming for it. So ideally, this thing is get completely overwhelmed. And just at least take a few hits and maybe sink. Or get knocked out of the fight well enough so that it doesn't keep being a threat to my forces. Couple helicopters here and there. This is scary if you have this much coming at you. Because there's, what, 8, 5, so that's 13. And then a scattering of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 missiles. Yeah. So they got 23 missiles coming in. Now, I can't time accelerate too much for fear of messing up the game too much. A high time acceleration apparently messes with the way that the game is run, causing potential issues with landing aircraft. So I'm very careful with that part right now. We've reached the point where the Slava is now desperately trying to defend itself. Missiles going off, guns going off. The rest of the ships are probably going to join into the fray soon, once their weapons also get into range. They might knock out a few missiles. I don't doubt that they can do that, but they cannot knock out all of them. Which means that the Slava here is in dire straits. I wonder which one they're trying to take out, because it might be a harpoon, considering it's one of the closer missiles. I'd say the real threat is in the tomahawks, because those can definitely deal a heck of a lot more damage. Bigger warhead as far as I know. There we go, Slava's continuing to launch. Udaloy is also joining in with her guns. Surprisingly, not with her missiles yet. Okay. RGM 84, sorry, RGM 109 was intercepted, so they knock out a tomahawk. There we go. Now there's a missile launch from the Udaloy. Everybody's popping missiles into the air, including the Sovrameni. Another tomahawk intercepted. I fully expected them to intercept a few, so this is fine. Unfortunately for them, there's a lot more coming in. There's a harpoon that got intercepted. This is also where I think snowballing is going to be a very important factor, because once you start losing 1 or 2 ships, the rest become a lot more vulnerable to incoming missiles.
Contact baited. Track 7, 1.
Another AGM intercepted.
Contact baited. Track 7.
This one's getting pretty close. Should be getting subjected to Sea Whiz right about now. There you go. They knocked it out. Close. That thing got quite close. What a complete mess of weapons and missiles everywhere. It's also going to be interesting to see who's targeting what. This Tomahawk's not getting fooled by any of that missile or shell nonsense. Yeah, this might go through. Right on the nose. It missed? And it decided to take a dive. What? That was weird. So hold on, are you going to tell me you intercepted everything? And you got intercepted. That is really impressive. Really impressive. Because so far I have 5 missiles left in the air. I haven't hit anything yet. There's the Sea Whiz. Yep, intercepted, intercepted, intercepted. I think they're gonna get... They got all of them. Wow. I hate to say it, but well done to the Soviets for intercepting all the missiles. Quite a lot later, I have cycled through all the ray gun flights, so I now have all my aircraft rearmed with further harpoons. I'm going to tell all these flights that it is okay to start shooting things, because that is kind of why we're here. So, air defense, weapons free. This formation, formation orders, weapons free. Sorry, I should have done that like this. Formation orders, weapons free.
Weapon away.
And immediately they start going at it.
Track 7, 1, 4, 5. Weapon
Now, I can't really see the aircraft because it's really dark, as you can tell, and we're up in the clouds. We're 10,000 feet up. So, hopefully this time around we will actually be able to start spamming enough missiles with these guys without getting into missile range ourselves. Because that's something I really do not want to try. I don't think that it's going to be a return trip if we do that. Ray gun 8? Okay. So at this point the ray guns, at least this flight, has done well. And I can now tell them to go weapons tight and veer off. Just go back to base. Everybody's veering off, going back to the carrier. We do have a bunch of missiles in the air, and I have added something else. It's Rampage 2, my electronic warfare aircraft. It is jamming the general direction where the Slava and the Udaloy and, well, whatever else are, the Sovrameni. I'm not sure exactly how much it's going to do, so that's something that we'll have to check out as the missiles get there. Interestingly, if this plot is accurate, and it might not be, then this means that we're looking at a separation between the Sovrameni and the Slav and the Udaloy. That could mean that they don't have as much overlapping defensive fire, which would be really nice to see. It is right about now that I'm expecting to see responses from these ships. They're not exactly where they are, according to the map, I think, because we're basing these positions off of emissions, that's the E. So we're just looking at what sort of radars or radar data they're producing. That means that these missiles are probably actually at... Well, they're better informed than I am with the fleet. Also, these ships, of course, will continue to defend themselves. But they have expended a few of their missiles or interceptors against the attack before. That shouldn't stop them from continuing to fight. It should definitely keep them going, because they have, of course, more than just a few of those interceptors. But whether it's enough, I don't know. And how well the jamming works against this, I don't know either. Yeah, there's the Udaloy. Is the Sovrameni really that far in the back? That'd be interesting. These things are getting fairly close. 3 nautical miles. There's Seawiz. There's Chaff. This time around, it seems like they're not producing any... Oh, there's the missile. Finally. Harpoon jumping up. And got intercepted. One of its brethren then. Right onto the target. And you missed him. Somebody hit though. You hit the Slava. Very nice. Yep, right on the stern. Another one on the stern. And this one right on the bow. Which kind of caused, by the looks of it, secondary explosions. And potentially, yeah, that wrecked the Slava. That thing is considered dead. Excellent. That does mean that we have a couple more harpoons going for a target that's already dead. But hey, at this point, I don't really care. More better, more dead. The rest of these missiles are going for the other Udaloy. And the Udaloy to the starboard side. Well, sorry, to the right, to the port side of the Slava. They're still desperately trying to defend themselves, but too little, too late. So based on what I'm seeing, I'd say that jamming is actually fairly effective. Because these ships don't seem to be doing nearly as much as what they were doing before. Udaloy took a couple of hits. This one just decided to go do something else. I'm not sure about this Udaloy. Maybe this one survived. So it looks like we're going to have to go all the way back to the carrier. Hold on, ray gun. Where are you going? No. We're going to have to go all the way back to the carrier and resupply. But at least we took care of the Slava. And one of the Udaloys is badly burning and potentially dead. So that leaves 2 ships. And that should be something that we can finish off. A few minutes later, it is confirmed. The Udaloy is eliminated. The ship has been sunk. You can see the life rafts have vacated the ship. So with that, that's 2 of their very, very decent ships dead. I wonder what the rest of them are going to do. And I also wonder about the state of the Sovrameni, because I believe it took a missile. But it looks to be perfectly fine. As for the other Udaloy, I think one was spared from any disaster. But, well, with your big air defense cruiser dead, just about dead, you're going to have a very hard time trying to defend yourself. So, rearm, repair, reload, and come back for round 2. Or, well, round 3 in this case. Next attack run. We have the A6s once again lined up and rearing to go. We are going to go in, we're going to go weapons free. We're just going to deploy all sorts of weapons against Sovrameni. The rest of the ray guns, you guys are also weapons free. And we're going to deploy their weapons against the Udaloy. I'm really hoping that everybody follows the formation leader so that I don't have to start manually dictating what to shoot. There we go. By the looks of it, they're still spreading out their missiles. Right, now we're veering off. Yeah, see, now, now they want to go after 7143 with CBU 100s. I don't think so. The strike seems to be decently spread out. Both Udaloy and Sovrameni are going to have a very hard time stopping all of this, especially now that their friends, mostly missile-armed Slava friend, is dead. At this point, they're 4 nautical miles out, and I'm surprisingly not seeing a whole lot of response. There we go. There's the gunfire again coming up from the Udaloy. Sovrameni also using some guns. They got their guns on the bow and the stern. They're broadside on. And that means that they maximize their Seawiz coverage as well, I suspect. But is it enough? This harpoon is on the leap section of the track. Missiles coming up from the Udaloy. One was intercepted. That's alright. This one is spoofed. This one is also spoofed. Come on, dude. Please tell me we can at least knock out the Sovrameni then. They intercepted that one. This one's jumping. Have a go. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, that's a hit.
Hit track.
Hit.
7-0.
And this one got spoofed by the chaff. Okay, that was kind of the first wave. Because there's more on the way. And the Sovrameni has taken a hit, but she's still fighting. She's still fighting with everything she's got to defend against the next wave that's coming in. There's another 5 harpoons. Another 2 for the Udaloy, give or take. I wonder if the Udaloy is still... Yeah, the Udaloy is still trying to fend for itself. Too little too late, I suspect, because at this point... they just don't have enough anti-missile firepower left. Reuben James will be remembered. But not by you.
Hit track. 7.
Sovrameni hit.
6.
Flying right into a wall of Seawiz protection, going up. Try not to let the chaff hit you on the way out. There we go. Hit. Oh, that one got intercepted. But the Udaloy is hit. Yeah, they got a big nasty scar on their belly. The Sovrameni looks like a blazing mess. That thing's probably not going to survive that. Bonk. That thing didn't even bother going up anymore. This one does. Yeah, the Sovrameni keeps getting hit. And the Udaloy... well, she's definitely still trying to fight. But not enough. Bonk. There we go. Sovrameni's confirmed killed. There's just one more harpoon for good measure. I wonder if this leaves the Udaloy burning and dead soon. Or if she's going to survive. At any rate, my planes are out of ammo, so they're all back to base. And, well, hopefully this thing is going to just burn down. Much to my surprise, we had one late arrival. We have Ray Gun 9. And Ray Gun 9 just expended its last harpoon. I have really no clue where this plane suddenly came from, because it was supposed to just RTB, but didn't. Actually, let's turn on the radar for a second. Yeah, there we go, it's just helos. The Udaloy is looking pretty bad. Her whole aft is flooded. And I'm not so sure they still can defend themselves against that harpoon. What I'm going to do is just engage this thing with the cluster bombs. I don't want to see it. I just want to see this thing carpet bomb an Udaloy with cluster bombs. And I have no idea how well it's going to go. But I'm feeling decently confident about it. Because the Udaloy has been badly hit. She's still pinging on a sonar. So yeah, she still has sonars. Whether her weapons are still intact, that I rather doubt. Because at least the times that I've been hit, and sure enough, that was by Russian missiles most of the time, that knocks out most of your ship. And as such, you're going to have a very hard time defending yourself from any future attack. This harpoon might already do the trick, though. It might already knock out the ship altogether. And as such, maybe there's nothing left to hit with the CBU-100s. Still, I think it's a very, very interesting choice, trying to go for a ship with a couple of cluster bombs. Oh, there's the chaff, so that still works. And there's gunfire. So your gun still works, but your Seawiz is out. Boom. Okay, and you are 26 nautical miles out. Is the Udaloy burning again? No. That's surprising. Considering her damage, and especially the fact that she just got hit by another harpoon, I'd expect her to have at least one fire raging, but they managed to contain it. So now, can we actually fly through a wall of flak with one A6, drop a couple of cluster bombs on top of an Udaloy and call it a day? This is going to be very interesting. Oh, they also got a laser designator. How does that work exactly? Is that considered, what, a sensor? No. I gotta learn that. Yeah, engage with laser. Oh, so you can laser target, and then somebody else can hit it with precision-guided weapons. Oh, that'd be interesting. Okay, we're about 12 nautical miles out. 10. That Udaloy might shoot back, but Seawiz seems to have been knocked out. Missiles were not detected the last time around I attacked. So let's see. Can we just cluster bomb this thing? Yep, there's the counter fire. It's 1990, it's not 1945, but here we are, just going after ships with bombing runs.
Bombs away.
There we go. They're veering off.
Hit track.
Yes! Despite their cowardly attack, we have dealt a significant blow to the Soviet Pacific Fleet. This will not end here. War has begun in the Pacific. Nice. So the Marshal Shaposhnikov has been eliminated with the CBU-100s. Oh, that's a fun scenario, or a fun way to end the scenario with. Again, a big shout out to Vulcan. Link down below in the description. His scenario. Unfortunately, I did run into some bugs here and there, but I did manage to finish the scenario. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what your thoughts are down below, and I'll see you soon for more.